Hey, good morning, everybody. Bob, Trade Genius, 17th of January. I'm going to show you some charts here that should give you some pause. So, you know, the working theory here is with the new administration coming in, is that they're basically going to spend us out of our problem. And, we have the next stimulus coming, and the pandemic lockdowns are still in place. And so they've created an environment where we're underperforming economically and then we're deficit spending at an enormous rate. But we're all assured that this is not a problem. Well, I'm going to show you a problem. And it's coming from two different directions, but it's the same problem. It's the core inflation rate is going to go through the absolute roof. And I think it's going to force the Fed to have to back down, which is going to cause all kinds of nightmares. But let me explain. So I'm going to first show you the oil chart. This is basically from the election. Let me make it a little bit more perfect here. Okay, this is from the low in November to the recent high here. Is that oil's gone up 60%, 60%. Remember, the Fed wants to have 2% core inflation, right? That's what they're... Okay, oil is an input into about a zillion things. And then we have the Green New Deal that they want to tack on additional costs and burdens onto the energy complex. So, good luck with that. The second thing I want to show you is this. This is the price of corn. 79.7% increase starting in May. Now, this isn't going up in price because of the economic policies. This is going up in price because we are having some major issues around the world in growing regions, and China being one of them. South America is having issues too, and when we get to the wheat, we'll talk about Russia starting to have some issues as well. But 79%, this is your food. This is the input to all your food. Okay, but not just corn. Here's wheat. I'm just showing you low. From high to high here, 2020 has been up 17% for wheat, and the low's up 19%. Just to show how this thing is trending. Wheat is relatively easy to grow, has a larger growing area, and if you can't grow wheat, you can grow barley, which is substantially less desirable, but Canada is going to get used to eating barley really soon because of the with the global cooling with the solar minimums. It's driving the grain belts down about 100 miles. So Canada, I'm sorry to say, but you're probably screwed. And so just watch that. And the southern prairies of Canada are going to be in big trouble. Okay, so, what are people doing about it? How are they reacting to this? This is pretty interesting. This is where we've been trading. Is we've been in the food area with fertilizers. And okay, so let me go show you and bioscience. So we're in some of these still, and we've been in and out of some others. I'll show those to you. So first of all, here's Mosaic. Okay, I'm still in Mosaic. And, I've re-engaged here. And so I've had a nice run. It's my largest position right now, personally. And so I'll manage with some sold calls and some size adjustments. But this is probably going to go up another 60-70% from here. It's way undervalued. Okay, some other areas, some of the trades that we took were IPI, same difference. Okay, so you can pick your poison here, which one you like. This one's a little bit more like a Ferrari versus MOS, but it's a little bit more volatile. So just some things to think about. And then if you go down here to the biosciences, is that we've had some really nice trades last 2 weeks in seed. Okay, and look at seed. These are the people doing the genomic seed creation. I mean, look at this stuff. Whoosh. Okay, probably topped out a little bit here. That was my target, 1878. We hit it, but it's not done yet. So let's go out to a weekly. And let me just show you here. Okay, I think next target here is going to be around 31 once this consolidates. Okay, and then the other one we just traded out of, and then look what it did after we got out of it. Okay, this is Yield 10 Bioscience. Okay, so we've been trading in and out of this one. Let me go back to 4 hour. Okay, and then it just absolutely just lifted off. Whoosh. But we've had some really good trades with this one as well. And they're starting to recognize the fact that we're going to need fertilizers and we're going to need genetic science to grow enough food. There's a major drought right now in Turkey. I wonder if I still have that note out there. I don't. I took it down. But Istanbul has 45 days of water. Probably less now because that article's been out a week. So they're down to a month. Istanbul, the largest city in Turkey. And the whole region's under drought. And that drought extends all the way into Odessa and the southern growing regions of Russia. So just FYI, guys, it's going to be crazy. And this happened in 2011 when ironically, Yellen was, some of her policies were creating this and they driving the dollar down. And it had to stop because the dollar-denominated countries were all in the Arab area, and that's where you got the Arab Spring. And so we're going to start seeing some things break here pretty soon. So just FYI on that, this is what kills the Fed. Okay, so if you have debt that's not locked down, fixed, just after this next go around, they're going to try really hard to suppress rates. Make sure you lock in your long-term rates. And then that should propel gold and silver. They've been screwing around with gold and silver for a while. Once they start really pumping here, once the new administration takes over and the new Congress takes over, they're going to suppress rates and they're going to try to drive, economic activity. It's going to be fake because it's really nominal. It's not real. But that delta is going to be a liftoff for gold and silver. But it's going to make our lives miserable in terms of the cost increases that are going to come from it. And then they're going to raise interest rates and then blow everything up. So anyway, didn't need to be Debbie Downer, but thought you ought to know. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.